It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Seattle Seahawks and the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds of passes, thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Again, it's Mixon. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
On 4th down, Drew Chrisman on to punt. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On on 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. This is fielded at the 27. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Play action. It's Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. That's the tight end Hurst with it. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
He's going to get this complete here to Lockett. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Throw out wide to Walker. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
That is taken in by the tight end Fan. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Here's Walker.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker
From a yard out.
And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
In it to win it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum? Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. 6-0 our score after 1.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1, right?
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Here we go.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Here we go, here we go.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now it's Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And they'll work this down inside the 30. in need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Burrow looking to pass. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
11 MT.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
On 2, right?
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 1, right?
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. This is caught. And he's brought down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are an extra point away from taking the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you've just watched your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This one goes underneath to Walker, and they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Back to throw now on first down.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Second and 3. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. On play action, they'll throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's... And that'll keep this a one-point game.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Gun.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
11.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow, he'll rifle this one deep right side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
Picked off by Kobe Bryant. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and that'll keep this a one-point game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kobe Bryant, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll drop to throw.
Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. He'll look to throw. And Walker has it.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Touchdown! Noah Fant. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
They'll look to throw. And that's caught at the 2. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here we go. 11 Thomas.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. It's complete to Fuller. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They gotta go.
Play action. It's Burrow. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Mixon with a first down carry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Burrow going to get this out to Chase. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That is taken in by the tight end Fant.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. They'll try and throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you...
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback He's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here we go.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Boyd. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
1-1, ready?
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
12.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Running right, here's Walker. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. He'll drop to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Walker. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
To throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
The fourth down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the Bengals are going to get the football back.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more, but this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry. Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Burrow. Pass complete. Hurst.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
11. Here's Burrow.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Seahawks, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel.